This is our mission. It's our identity. To be a Catholic Jesuit university means that we, by definition, are charged with this education for justice, with this development of a humanistic sense of self. We emphasize an education that recognizes the truth in front of us, that what we have is a whole person who's more than just a career. They are an individual that has dreams, that has hopes, that has aspirations.
Students can be inspired to do anything that their heart desires, but at the same time, they're leaving here with the skill set, the critical thinking, the literacy of the world and justice, diversity, ethics, all of these areas which allow them to be flexible leaders.
Both my parents are cancer survivors, so that led me to pursue pre-med. One of the things that drew me to Canisius was it had this well-known pre-health program, and I wanted to study business, and I wouldn't have been able to do it at a larger school. Canisius really afforded me the opportunity to do both.
One of the great things about Canisius is that our curriculum offers students the ability to tap into multiple interest areas.
There was never one time while I was here that someone said, no, you can't do that. That was my experience basically from day one until I graduated.
They can combine these areas in so many different ways. Maybe they think that they're on one path, but they don't realize that that doesn't have to be exclusive to other interests that they may find themselves in.
I started as a bio major and an ABAC major, and I just wasn't loving the work, and kind of showed me that it's okay to love something and not know where it's going to take you. So that encouraged me to switch over to digital media arts. Getting to work on a documentary has really been one of the most unique opportunities that I've gotten here at Canisius. Project Wolf is the film that I was able to shoot and edit just to get thrown in to that experience and just learn as you go was definitely one of the best ways that I could have possibly learned.
Expansiveness, adaptability, and depth are hallmarks of the education that you get here. If we do that, we produce graduates that stand apart from anybody else.
Even though I knew I wanted to be a doctor, I didn't really understand what being a doctor meant until I saw it in action. I was really fortunate to shadow some really great alumni while I was here. Dr. Backstrom was especially helpful. We talked about, well, why do you want to be a doctor? She got me more involved with local physicians that I could shadow and help to ignite that spark.
At Canisius, there's a pretty tangible focus on the student. In my experience, whenever you reached out to a professor, they were always more than willing and excited to reach back and help you or just discuss with you.
My role is to bring out that passion in them, to ask questions. What provokes and stokes that fire in your belly? I love asking that question in class. And I love for them to just pause and say, I don't know if I've ever been asked that. If you can find whatever gives you that passion, grab it, and let's see how we can make it a reality for you.
The faith that drives Canisius is the faith that does justice. Real consequences for what it is that you do outside the classroom is reflected in a number of different places around the campus.
Canisius really puts faith into action. It's not that we say that there's injustices in the world, it's that we actively try to fight them. But there's always a way that you can be involved in making a good change in the world.
We are all part of something bigger than ourselves. It's bigger than the classroom, it's bigger than Canisius, it's bigger than Buffalo. It's a global community in which we share the same stripes, the same passions, and the same ability to simply be who we exist with in this world.
Just being a student here has really forced me to think a little bit harder about those aspects of health and overall well-being of people.
There are so many students whose ideals have been shaped and honed by the mission here that you could not have predicted it when they came in. There's something about this place that gets people to care about the world in a very special way.
We're told to go out and set the world on fire, and we're given the tools to do that, and it just takes one person, one spark to really do that.
There are opportunities on this campus that when students take advantage of them, it allows for an absolutely amazing transformation.
When I was at Canisius, I realized how prepared I was because a lot of the coursework I had already seen. I felt like I was already prepared at that postgraduate level.
I went to Canisius expecting a transformative experience. Looking back on it, I absolutely think that is the case. There's just a constellation of experiences that in different ways kind of broke me and then built me back up, absolutely make me who I am today.
Knowing that you can be more than what you think you are makes this institution very special.
Our students can be confident that because they have gone through their education here, their content has been shaped by values that set them up to be successful. They go from good when they come in to great when they leave. And we know that there's a seed that's been planted that will be flowering for many years to come.